Hello students, welcome into the another session of CS16 Content Management System using WordPress. As all of you knows that in our previous lecture we have completed with the discussion of a second type of tag, that is author tag, and its relevant function. Now we would like to go for third type of option, that is category tag. Into the category tag it contains the three different types of functions, that is category underscore description, single underscore category title, and the underscore category. Now all these three functions are related to the functionality which is available into the post called category. Let me show you where it is available. So for that we have logged into the WordPress, and into the first option called post. When we click onto the post, it retrieves its option. In that option there is an option of category. Just into the option of category you can see that we have created three categories, that is uncategorized, CS16 and education. And into the list of post we have kept the post under the categories. Say for example, these three total there are four posts. These three posts are under the category called uncategorized. That means there is no category is given for this, but this demo advanced custom field is given under the category called education. Right? This is the scenario. Now what we are doing is we are using one by one functions in our index.php file. So what I am doing first, I am just taking this particular category description function and I am putting it into the page called index.php by just simply writing the hook of PHP, that is question mark PHP, and the function name with a semicolon, and hook get completes with the function called echo. Just for 1 minute I am keeping this second function into the commented section, and let's see how this category description works. So as you can see, into the theoretical part of category underscore description, it contains a one parametric value, and the theory is very simple. It retrieves the category description. That means suppose we have given the description inside the category, then it retrieves that particular description onto the screen. That means into the category, here we have to give the description of the category. Say for example, suppose I am editing this particular description called education. There is no description is given here. I am just writing this is the description for education category, and I am just updating that particular option. Then this category is applicable to the post called demo advanced custom field, right? So I am just editing that particular post also. It will take few minutes as the system is a little bit slower. Now in this post we can see that this education has been assigned as a category, right? Now once this is done, I am just refreshing my home page, and clicking on the category which is given, that description will be displayed onto the screen. This is the demo for checking advanced custom field option, right? So, or sorry, that description is given over here, my mistake. After the category, category is education, this is the description for education category that we have written. So that can be displayed using this function called category underscore description. Let me go back into the home page. Now once I return onto the home page, we can check for the another function that is called as single underscore category underscore title. So just take a copy of that particular function, put it into the relevant area, save it, and we'll first discuss about the theoretical part of the same. As you can see into the theoretical section, it contains the two different parametric values. One is a boolean value and another is a prefix value. This particular function is used to display or retrieve the page title for category archive. That means on the post, on whatever the post the category is given, it retrieves that particular category title for that particular post onto the screen, right? So what I am doing is I am just saving this particular concept part and refreshing the page. Now once the page is refreshed, as I can see that I have applied this particular category option over this particular post. On that, this shows this is the demo for checking advanced custom field, and whenever I click onto the category section, this will retrieve, this is the description for category education category. So almost this particular function is same to the previous one that we have discussed. Now the next one is the underscore category. For that I have already written that particular option over here, so I'm just keeping it into the commented section and I am opening this particular function called the underscore category and refreshing the page. It shows uncategorized onto the screen, right? This is the name of category, and under the uncategorized categories, whatever the applicable posts are there, it will be displayed onto the screen. Let me refresh it again. Let me go back and in this let me give a category name education just for the checking purpose. Okay, fine. So parametric value doesn't work. The underscore category function displays the category list from the for the post in either HTML list or into the custom field. That means whatever the categories are listed under the subtype will be displayed onto the screen using the underscore category. It contains actually the three different types of parametric values, that is the separator, parent and the post ID. Using these three parametric values, we can display the category list onto the screen. So let me use this get underscore the underscore category list instead of this the underscore category function. This is something new which is not mentioned into the syllabus, but for the just checking purpose I am demonstrating onto the screen. Let me go back into the index.php. Okay, it throws the warning, that means as it is missing. Even it shows the same output onto the screen, that is uncategorized, and whenever you click on uncategorized, it shows uncategorized post onto the screen. For this cross checking purpose, what I am doing is I am just going back into the dashboard, selecting the categories. Even into the post we can see it properly. Under the post, Wednesday is under uncategorized, today's post is under categorized, and hello world is under categorized. And whenever we have clicked that particular, all the post will be displayed over here. Now this was all about the four functions that we have to discuss for category underscore category tag. Now same like that, there are another option called link tag. Into the link tag, the tags are the underscore permalink, get underscore permalink, home underscore URL, get underscore home underscore URL, site URL, get underscore site URL. All these tags will work with this particular URL tag. This is a link tag command which handles all these things in our WordPress. So let's see how can we deal with all these functions. For that, I'm just removing the previous functions and just copying this the underscore permalink function as it is onto the screen. So just copying this and pasting into the PHP hook like this. No need to give the bracket, and here I'm writing echo statement with semicolon, and I'm just refreshing my home page. It displays hello world onto the screen. By default, that hello world is the last post that I have created that will be displayed onto the screen. So let's see the theory of the underscore permalink function. So the theory of the underscore permalink function is like this. The underscore permalink function displays the permalink for the current post which is opened by the administrator or user. It doesn't contain any parametric value inside the function. ફંક્શનની અંદર કોઈ જાતની પેરામેટ્રિક વેલ્યુ આપણે પાસ કરવાની નથી. ડાયરેક્ટલી તમે એને તમારા પેજ ઉપર લખી શકશો. So I have mentioned this into the index.php and it displays the last post detail onto the screen. Now let's go for get underscore permalink. I'm just replacing, don't want to replace, let me compare with the previous one. I'm just writing get underscore permalink and then saving this particular program and refreshing onto the screen. Even it displays the same thing onto the screen. ये सेम वस्तु તમારા સ્ક્રીન ઉપર ડિસ્પ્લે કરશે. Let's write echo statement. There is a one mistake. So it displays the same type of permalink onto the screen. That means the usage of the underscore permalink and get underscore permalink have the similar types of functionality. Now let's try for the third one. Just I am taking this particular function and putting it into the PHP hook, and into the PHP hook after echo statement I am writing home underscore URL and saving that thing and refreshing the page. It shows only the home page folder, or you can say under the htdocs under in which we have installed the WordPress onto the screen. For better visibility, what I am doing is that I am just disabling the first two option and refreshing the page. Shows localhost 8081/WordPress, right? So this will be displayed onto the screen. This is the functionality of home underscore URL. Now get underscore home underscore URL, just copy and I'm just keeping it into the commented section and into the another PHP hook. I am just giving an echo statement with get underscore home underscore URL. I'm just saving that particular page and refreshing the page will display the same output onto the screen. That means the functionality of this particular function and this particular function are same. Now let's go for site URL. So I'm just again putting this particular thing into the comment, then PHP, and under the echo statement I am putting site URL with semicolon and refreshing the page. It will display the same message onto the screen. That means there is an option of all these three previous function. Home URL displays the same thing, get home URL displays the same thing, and site URL also displays the same thing onto the screen. Now let's go for the last option, that is get underscore site underscore URL. I'm just putting it into the bracket in which question mark PHP echo and putting this URL function into the echo statement and refreshing the page. Even it displays the same output onto the screen. That means these are the four different options of the same function in which home underscore URL, get underscore home URL, site underscore URL, get underscore site underscore URL can be used either or for displaying the link of particular post onto the screen. So I hope all of you have a very clear cut idea about all the functionalities of that link tag type called the underscore permalink, get underscore permalink, home underscore URL, get underscore home underscore URL, site underscore URL, and get underscore site underscore URL. These are the several functionalities which we need to discuss into the link tag. Now, that was all about link tag. For post tag, we'll go for the next lecture. Right now, I'm just completing this short lecture for link tag and category tag. I request all the students just to practice all this tag at your home and then write it down into the journal. Thank you very much students for listening me, and have a nice day.